Yo, what's going on, guys? Rapid Plays here, and Lusitani, with all of their might, has come with three massive armies to invade the shores of the Seleucid Empire. Today we have a D-Day scenario, and yeah, boats on boats on boats of men are getting ready to land. And over here defending their land, we had the Seleucids with large amounts of artillery set up. Over here we have a mix of artillery, Scorpios, and last but not least, archers, ready to defend their homeland from these blasted, absolutely disgusting soldiers here. So as they're getting close, we are going to we're gonna go take just a quick look at the troop comps. Um, Mainly making up almost every single piece of our army. We have medium assault raiders coming from the nice Iberian Peninsula here. These guys are pretty good infantry. They have javelin capabilities, and they have 75 troops per unit. And once they hit landfall, they are going to be able to make a very, very, very hard and heavy run to the archers, which is going to be the first line of defense here. And over here for the archers, we have, of course, Syrian heavy archers. These guys are absolutely disgusting. I mean, come on. Just like, look at these guys. These guys are, these guys are absolutely insane. And up here, we have some Greek ballistas set up. And then we also have some Greek scorpions set up as just an artillery kind of line of fire thing. And here we go. Over here, we have the very first troops making landfall. Oh yeah. First troops making landfall. Jumping off onto the land. Welcome to the battle, lads. Let's see how well they end up faring. As you can see right here, this is going to be the line of where they can shoot. And over here, we have more troops coming for the right flank. It looks like they're going to be landing up over here, but the main part of the army is going to be landing somewhere in here. And here we go. 4 units have landed, and they are going to start their descent up the mountain now into Seleucid lands. Beautiful. It's honestly just such a beautiful sight here. And here we go. More and more units making landfall. And looks like they are starting to group up a little bit to make the charge up the hill. Over here we have these units starting to get close to making landfall on the leftmost flank. We have artillery moving down the mountain into a different position in order to just get a little bit better shots on the artillery or on the ships. And yes, here we are. The first units grouping up over here, getting ready to just kind of scale in mass. If they send onesie twosies, they know they will be destroyed and singled out by the artillery. So now they're just kind of making a little bit of a beachhead right now. Oh yeah. So just so awesome to see the scale of this. And here we go. We have more units landing from behind. It looks like we have the first units starting to make their way up to the artillery and the front line of defense there. Harvici landing more troops right now. Oh yeah. And there we go. The first rounds are being fired from a giant ballista. Fire rounds coming down, just trying to get a couple hits here. We have scorpion shots coming in as well, picking up a few kills. Over here, we have the first lines getting ready to make their charge. Artillery rounds coming down, explosive rounds, starting to thrash into the troops. Archer rounds also now starting to come in, as well as scorpion rounds. And oh yeah, this is when the carnage starts here. Explosive rounds coming in mass. Same with over here. Flaming rounds and explosive rounds come flying in right now, trying to silence some of these ships before they even make landfall. This ship taking massive amounts of damage. Back over here, we can see more and more explosive rounds starting to come down as the first wave of troops are starting to make their run up the hill. Scorpion shots coming down, putting good hits down. Ooh, nice explosive round hit right to the middle of that unit. Another explosive round coming in, sending men flying. And here we go, making the ascension up the hill. And the Scorpions still putting down fire. And here we go, the archers now opening fire on the beachhead, putting down large amounts of arrows now into the flanks of these men. And we can see that it is starting to take their toll on the unit numbers. We have good numbers of units still pushing up though. 2 units breaking now. And back over here we have another main part of the army pushing up, but instead of pushing up over here on the flank, they're instead opting to go around to join up with the main part of the army here and push to the middle. And here we go, the first wave is starting to get close to breaking through the middle here, but just as I say that, arrow fire coming down, silencing the first wave of the Iberian swordsmen. And the second wave is coming not far behind the first wave now, as we still have more explosive rounds coming down. Archer fire coming in large. And here we go, they're making a sprint for the middle of the formation now, taking heavy losses from archer fire now. Explosive rounds still coming in, doing a massive amount of damage, not only psychologically but as well to the people. And there we go, the first jabby throw into these Syrian heavy archers, or yeah, the Syrian heavy archers, and first little bits of damage being dealt. And now the Iberian swordsmen have reached the archers and are now engaging in melee battle. Over here on the far left flank, they are trying to make a headway, trying to get another front open, but it is not working out well. Explosive rounds and arrow fire cutting them down in large. Over here, it looks like they tried to do a little bit of a charge to no effect over here as well. Scorpion shots going into the boats in the water, trying to pick up some kills in the water here. Now in the middle, where they are making a little bit of headway, the Syrian heavy archers trying to hold their own, getting some help from artillery behind to try to finish off these Iberian swordsman units. And there we go, both units are breaking. The first wave has been broken. Now the second wave is quickly following up behind here, and they are starting to take a little bit of damage now, getting units breaking already. Arrow fire demolishing a lot of these units. Explosive rounds coming in as the Iberian swords are starting to get closer and closer, but before they can get it too close, scorpion shots and arrow fire breaks them from the battlefield. More javelins going into the middle there, and we have 1 unit of Iberian swords. This is a 50 unit, still fairly healthy. Oh, never mind, down to 28, but they are making it to the Syrian heavy archers, silencing them. And here we go, another wave coming in. Explosive rounds hitting these units, throwing their men around everywhere. Archer fire coming in as support now, trying to break them before they even get close here. Men catching on fire, and it is starting to look very bad for these Iberian swordsmen as they are trying their best to make a headway. Units moving over. We have fire from up here on the hill, getting some crossfire down. And here we go. Ooh, nice jabby throw there into the Syrian heavy archers as they are starting to get closer and closer and closer. You're seeing men just get cut down now in droves. They do make it there though. And now in the middle, we have more and more units starting to break through. We even have a unit breaking through to the first line of artillery, to the Scorpios. And here we go. Or the Scorpions. And oh man, these Iberian swords are starting to make it to the Syrian heavy archers. And here comes the third wave, the crushing wave to break through the lines. Archer fire coming down from the flank on most of these men. We have units starting to break from flanking archer fire and explosive rounds. Oh, and it is starting to look very bad for this third wave, thinking that they would have a headway by now. And they do have a small gap forming, but the general is charging in. Cataphracts running down, trying to break through these Iberian swords to regain the gap in his line. Now we are seeing mass amounts of artillery coming down, trying to break this middle charge. You can see all of the Iberian swordsmen lying dead here, trying to break through the center, and it is starting to look like they are going to gain quite the headway here, silencing a lot of these archers and getting them into melee. Over here, you're seeing this side of the landing did not go very well at all. A lot of the men laying dead before they could even get close here. Archer fire still coming down in support. Artillery fire also coming down in support. And here we go, the last little bit of men that they have left charging up, trying to reinforce the breakthrough in the middle. Because if they can reinforce it, it is going to be well. But explosive rounds coming down immediately, meeting them before they are even getting close to the archers. More explosive rounds coming down from up higher up on the hill. And it is looking like this beach invasion is going to be more dire as the situation goes on. Archer fire now coming back in. Scorpion fire from up top here, picking people off one by one. Archer fire coming down in support of the middle. Archer fire from over here coming in support of this front line here. And Syrian heavy archers lay dead, but the Iberians taking a large amount of damage in this battle, not able to win today's fight, going back to their boats, realizing that this D-Day landing did not go as well as they had hoped here. But here we go, the last wave trying to rally their men, pushing up, and they are crushed as well. The general, before he can even get there, getting pinned down by Scorpion fire, and he is breaking off the battlefield as well. What a battle, guys. If you guys did enjoy this battle and want to see more scenarios like this, let me know in the comment section down below. Hit that like and subscribe button, and I'll see you guys all next time. Peace.